Just got in a gigantic package, box, shipment from Samsung. By the way, how do you open these? Do I need a crowbar? Do I need a hammer? I'll figure it out. Let's get inside. All right, wrestle this out of the crazy packaging. This is Samsung's new Smart Monitor M7. And by the way, big shout out to Samsung for sending over the Smart Monitor M7 and for sponsoring this video. I am going to set it up and use it for a couple of weeks. Now enjoy this quick montage and I will be back with my thoughts. What's going on, Tech Squad? Andrew Edwards here, and over the past year, people have gotten used to the idea of staying at home for remote work, remote learning, and entertainment. Samsung has picked up on this in a way that not many other companies have, and they've released a line of smart monitors that takes what a lot of people have called the new normal and made it easier to manage from a technology perspective with the release of its Smart Monitor M7. In this video, I'll give you a rundown of the 5 features I love about Samsung's Smart Monitor M7, which, by the way, costs $399. You can get it right now. I will leave a link down in the description below. Let's get started by talking about the display. Rather than needing different displays for doing work, like the monitor attached to your PC or laptop, and then a separate display for watching your streaming content like your TV, the new Samsung Smart Monitor M7 serves both purposes. This monitor has a 32-inch display, making it a great size for multitasking while getting work done in multiple windows, but also makes for a great personal viewing experience in a dorm room, apartment, or bedroom. You get 4K Ultra HD resolution along with a panel that supports high dynamic range. There's also adaptive picture support, which uses a sensor attached at the bottom of the monitor in order to optimize the picture quality in any viewing environment, automatically adjusting brightness and color temperature. Now up next, let's talk about how with the Samsung Smart Monitor M7, you can work without a PC. Now this part was cool to me and was also where I started to see the power and potential of the smart monitor. Typically, you plug a desktop or laptop computer into your monitor, which of course you can do with the smart monitor as well if you choose to. But since this is an internet connected display, you can also just directly log in to Office 365 to access the suite of Microsoft apps, letting you view and edit documents and even save them to the cloud. Now, if you own a Samsung smartphone, then you also have access to DeX. Just plug it in with the USB-C connection or wirelessly on the Note 20, S21, Tab S7, or Z Fold 2, and your Samsung Galaxy device will provide a desktop environment for you to get work done on the fly. And again, that's with no traditional PC required. All right, up next, let's talk about the smart apps. And this kind of rounds out the offering for me. The smart display runs Samsung's Tizen OS, which is similar to Samsung's TVs. In the box, you get a remote control that is similar to the remotes that come with Samsung TVs, with direct access buttons for services like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and even a built-in web browser. Now with the monitor, you also have apps built in like Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, Hulu, YouTube TV, and more. And the remote even supports voice control. Now, of course, the monitor has built-in speakers, and you can easily control the volume level with the remote as well. And you can also even pair Bluetooth speakers or headphones to the monitor if you don't want to use the internal speakers and instead want to stream the audio to another device. The end result is what feels like a 32-inch 4K TV with HDR support. You can go right from working or studying to easily launching one of the smart apps and just enjoying content in a lean back experience. And again, that's nice, especially for people who may have limited space for both a monitor and a separate TV. Now, one thing I do want to point out, the picture does suffer a bit when viewing off access as it starts to kind of look a little washed out. So you definitely want to view this display head on when watching content or doing any gaming. All right, up next, let's talk about the built-in screen mirroring. So aside from the smart TV apps, sometimes you have content that you just want to mirror or cast to your television, and Samsung Smart Monitor M7 supports this as well. With no need for any additional hardware, dongles, or set-top boxes, you have built-in AirPlay 2, app casting, and screen mirroring. Now, I use AirPlay 2 a lot. Not only is it great for sending video and audio content from your phone, but it also lets you wirelessly mirror or extend the display of a Mac computer. So again, you can use your Mac with the Smart Monitor M7 without the need for any cables. App casting lets you display content from your device on the smart display while also giving you the ability to keep searching for new content to display next. And then mirroring will mirror your device, and the smart display lets you tap to set up a mirroring connection with ease, all in one step. All right, next up, for all the gamers out there, let's go over ultra-wide game view. The Samsung Monitor M7 has a setting called ultra-wide game view, which will provide an optimized 21:9 aspect ratio for widescreen content. This means that you'll be able to see more of the periphery graphics in supported titles and areas that would be hidden when viewing in the more traditional 16:9 aspect ratio instead. Definitely a great trick, especially for genres like first-person shooters, where seeing more of what's going on around you is key. The display does max out at a 60 Hz refresh rate though, so while the game mode does maximize performance, don't expect to see 120 Hz out of this display. With the new Samsung Smart Monitor M7, I think the company has created a product that is going to gain traction, not just within Samsung itself, but within the industry at large. It's one of those things where when you use it, after a few minutes, you're wondering why no one else has put all these pieces together like this in a seamless, easy to use package. By taking a computer monitor, adding in wired and wireless connectivity, and also powering it with software similar to its TV line, Samsung has created something that's useful and affordable at a time when this kind of thinking is sorely needed. And for now, let me know what you think about Samsung's Smart Monitor M7 down in the comments below, and I will meet you there for further discussion. Don't forget to check out my new channel, Hyper Profit. I will leave a link down below as well, or you can just tap on my face here, I think here, to check that out. Thanks again for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I'll catch you in the next video.